When you bring it back together again, go ahead and bring it back to the 3 o'clock position. We will have gone 3/4 of a turn. And then go ahead and loosen. Take it apart. Softer tubing may tend to stick, so you have to kind of wiggle and pull it out. You do not want to twist the tubing in any way, because if the installer before you, or if there was any error or cleanliness errors, if there's any debris in there, you might scour and cause some type of damage. So just wiggle and pull straight out. You can see that your tubing has begun to expand more. You can look at your bevel in there, and you can see that your line is almost like halfway gone, not anything as much. The line that you put in. Can you see it? You're losing it? Starting to make contact there. Your back ferrule now has started to lock on the tubing. Your tubing ferrules do rotate. When you bring it back together again, you can go ahead and install it. Let's bring it around so we've gone through the equivalent of 1 full turn. And then just go ahead and loosen. In 1 full turn, it looks pretty good. Okay, a majority of the movement of the ferrules. Now that's a good point. I just observed that. When you were taking it apart, you're going, damn, this is tight. That's why we have you mark the nut at the finger type position and follow your mark around during the process, because this is brass fitting with copper tubing. Try to use a stainless steel fitting with stainless steel tubing, and I'll guarantee you, if you don't mark it, you'll probably under-tighten the fitting is what happens. Okay, so remember, don't spin the tubing. Remember, just wiggle and pull it out, right? And you can see now that your tubing has expanded to the point where you've almost made full contact with that body bevel, and there should be virtually little line left. Your gap here is now been brought together where there's just a slight gap between the back ferrule and the front ferrule, but there is a gap. You never want that gap to be together, because what happens is then you've meshed the 2 ferrules together, and you're in such a situation where you lose a springing action.